Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing what if what would happen in 2036. Anyway, let's start. Baby. Let me just destroy this violence, and that's Sovedia. Okay, anyways, the year is okay. Boom, boom. We are ready. And then boom, boom, boom. Anyways, but stuff will be so normal until how will Russia invade Poland? I mean, they do have Ukraine inside, but I guess they won't be. Anyways, what we'll do is a fizzy start. A wave of a lot of German soldiers, but now was. Okay, Germany's plan is simple. Capture this city as fast as possible and secretly troops here, and here to capture this city and to capture this city. Yeah, but Poland is a lot strong. Poland is pretty strong. So they will manage to capture the first city, and then they will even manage to do the second, do a little bit of the second part of the plan. But Poland is a lot stronger. So Poland's plan is simple. A massive defense here, then bus here, and bus here, boom. Okay, Polish soldiers would easily manage to push back Germany. Germany is building their army, but still Poland is a lot stronger. They will even manage to invade Slovakia. Okay, Germany know this isn't going well for them, so they would hire Belarus to help. So Belarus is pretty weak, but it will take Poland some time to get their army ready. Poland knew this was gonna happen, but they didn't know it would be this early. So now, Poland is set up a defensive front while worrying about Germany would instead just get the whole and just keep the whole entire Slovakia. Okay, Poland is gonna do enough to push them back to even here. Yeah. Until Germany would come in and Poland would surrender. Next. Okay. So France is just waiting until Germany started invading Netherlands and Belgium. Okay, these two already had the Third War. Are we confident about Denmark and Norway? Okay, Belarus would not be okay. They were just invaded, so with Lithuania. Anyways, Russia not that something is bad gonna happen. But Germany first need to finish off France. And that would be pretty hard, especially because France is a lot stronger than they were. Germany will manage to do a lot of stuff. They will even manage to do Italy. They will even manage to get Italy on this side, and Italy will do a lot of work. But after some time, a nuke. Germany will quickly, and France will just surrender. Okay, next Ukraine. And then Lithuania, Estonia, and then special forces in there was Sweden and Finland. Okay, sea lion never happened. Okay, Russia know they are next, so they'll say, hey UK, yeah, help us. Yep. And the UK would do something pretty weird. They would send ww2, who already joined the alliance, to invade Spain. And this is more of a plan, so ww2 than invade Germany later on. Okay, Spain was easy. Okay, Spain would actually start to win. They managed to tap the cities back, but then, yeah, and ww2 was about to lose until British troops would land in the capital city. So Spain was still worse a little bit, but then British troops would land, and yeah. ww2 would come back and they were aimed to tap the land back. And all of a sudden, people in Spain would riot and Spain would surrender. Oh yeah. Now something weird will happen. Spain, Germany and Italy would unite into one nation. Okay. Next, the USSR. Okay, Kazakhstan would join Russia, and Georgia would just get invaded. But the story isn't going so fast because everybody know what happened. And now I'm gonna do a little bit slower. Thousands, millions, and I mean millions of German troops will now rush. They are putting so much effort into this. Okay. Finland would kind of join Germany, kind of not. The government would have joined, but the people wouldn't. But Finland would do most of the work here. Okay, guys, Sweden. Okay, Germany would have a lot of like countries. What are part of them, but on the map they look at a normal country. Okay, the US, don't look at that. The US, Germany only have a couple months before it done winter, so they are doing this as fast as possible. Then a lot of German troops will now be here. Damn. And then Russia will decide to do something. They will decide to set up a defensive front here. They'll decide to move the defensive front from this here to here. And another reason, they will decide to do their own little plan of tapping this back. Germany's plan is simple. Surround St. Petersburg, burst there, tap the Moscow, and then just keep bursting from all sides. Really simple. The UK is waiting, and ww2 is putting troops, and the UK is getting ready. The UK is having here and here troops. Meanwhile, ww2 is having it here, here, and right here. There will be much. Anyways, Germany will keep going really well. Okay, Finnish troops will think, wait, why are there no Russian troops like stopping us? As there are only about 1,000 Russian troops here, as Russia moved the defensive line from here to like here. So and they are doing the same thing here. So now Germany and Finland isn't complaining. They would try to invade St. Petersburg, but that would go absolutely terrible. And Russia's plan is pretty smart. And their plan is really smart as Finland it didn't invaded. Russia's plan is to cause absolute chaos here. And this is when the full plan will go in motion. The German Navy will visit that destroyer who will protecting the Norwegian coast. So now the UK will make a massive landing here. Okay, Germany is gonna send soldiers here. I say unstupid. But the UK would instead send most of the soldiers for D-Day, and so would Portugal. Portugal would quickly invade. They will manage to set up a pretty good defensive front, and the UK would add the So now Germany duked, as America would destroy the war. And I Russia that peacefully surprising them back. Now a lot massive riots would actually happen, and Germany would probably collapse as I'm sorry. It was pretty impressive that somehow Germany did it. Anyways, this is the end of the video. The Allies win, but